Hey folks, it's Jake here at Canadian Cutting Edge. It's Wee Wednesday, and usually on Wednesdays I review something like this. And I said I would be reviewing this little knife, but I'm not quite ready to review this yet. I'm still trying to determine if it is very likely to be genuine S35 steel on here or not. So instead, we're taking a look at this on my keychain. I like to carry flashlights with my keychains, and Nitecore has been in the business of making some decent small flashlights for quite a while, and this guy's up to 380 lumens. Let me show you some of the other ones I've had. I've had the thumb. Oh, drop my keys. The thumb's got this pivoting head option. I'll show you a picture of it. There's a clip to put on a baseball cap. Couple light switches. You've got different LEDs in here. It comes in a number of different sources. There's a special emergency services one, and so like there's lights there, and you can make it flash or whatever. And then there's also the light there. That's a decent one, especially if you don't need very high light. And then they've had this guy, the tip. The tip again, 2 switches. I really like that they've done that. And this guy has an option, and I just couldn't find it right now, of an add-on clip. So you could put it onto a baseball cap, or you can put the add-on clip over top of the switches to protect the switches. And this is also, a very nice one, very, very bright, lots of lumens that this thing can put out, and different light amounts. And it's a really good option, but it's starting to get a little obsolete, I guess. USB chargeable, and so is the new guy. You can get it either this aluminum body, or you can get it in copper, genuine copper, so it'll get that patina over time. And they've got stainless steel versions, and I think you should be interested in this, so stick around for the review coming at you right now. So here's the packaging that it comes in. That's what it looks like. So if you're looking for it, big number, 380 lumens. That's in the turbo mode. And then it's got 3 standard modes. So let's take it off of the keychain right here and take a good look at it. Now, it does come with a different little clip on here, those little carabiner style clips. I've misplaced it. It's somewhat like this clip, except for it's more round instead of being teardrop shape, but it works basically the same way. You get one of those with it, and I'm going to zoom in even further. This isn't good enough. You get it with this aluminum body on here, like I mentioned before, nicely anodized. These switches here are metallicized, but they're also LEDs behind them, so there's light coming through. So that when you're plugging it in on the USB charger, I think it comes with a cable too, a little cable. When you plugged it into charge right there, these lights will be flashing green, I believe. And then once it's done charging, it's a solid, the LEDs are just on solid, so you know that it's done. It comes with an optional USB light stand. And what that's for is you plug it into your battery pack, and you put the light on top of the stand, and now you've got what they're calling a reading light. It's great for when you go camping or something. If you just want a little bit of light to be reading in the evening, the lowest light level on this is 1 lumen. And let's zoom in on the face of this unit here. And as you can see, it's got that, why is my brain missing that word? To dissipate the light more, to spread it around. It's got that little dippling in there instead of having just a solid lens. And that makes it have a nice soft flood of light. So let's turn it on here. To turn it on, you hold the switch for about 2 seconds, and it comes on. And then you use the mode button to switch it between the modes. So let's see if we can focus back in on this here. There we go. So the modes are, I don't know where I was right there. I was on the high. So that's the low. So you can see just a little bit of light there. That's 1 lumen. You go to the next level and you've got 38 lumens. And you go to the next level, and now you've got 145 lumens. But how do you get to the turbo mode? Well, the way to get to the turbo mode is you hold the button in for 2 seconds at any mode, and it'll go to the turbo. So it's on the 145 right now. To get to 380, you hold it in, and there it goes. It went brighter. My camera adjusted, and I let go, and it goes back. So it's while you're holding the button in that you're at the 380 lumens. Now, I did record some light downstairs in the basement last night when it was completely dark, and I forgot to record the turbo mode. Now, with the way cameras work, especially my cell phone camera here, it'll wash out all the light, and it'll look the same on the camera as the high mode. So just know that it's more than twice the lumens when you're holding it into the turbo mode. So here we are in my basement, and it is dark because it's nighttime. And here's the dimmest mode. You can probably see just a little bit of the light there. I'll go a little closer to the wall so you can see some stuff better. So there you go. Boxes, chest of drawers. Well, let's go a little brighter. There you go. That's the mid mode, and you can see very well. That's the electric box down in the basement here. And so I'll back up a little bit so that you can see quite a bit more here. And let's try it even brighter. There you go. So you can clearly see very, very well in the dark when you've got this flashlight in the brightest mode. Not a problem at all. And I am about 7 meters from that corner where I'm standing right now with the flashlight. So that shows you a little bit about how wide the beam is. Down to the lowest mode, you probably barely can see that box directly ahead, right in the center of the screen. Mid mode, and the highest mode. Not bad at all for a tiny little flashlight like this. So let's go down here and show you again. So here we've got it on 1 lumen. You just press and hold, and it goes straight to the turbo. So no matter what lumen mode you've got it set at, just a tap switches between them. So tap, tap, tap. But when you have it on at any point, you just hold it in, and it takes about a second, and it flashes to turbo. So that doesn't take very long at all. So that's basically the modes that you have. Nice Torx construction. It's got a battery pack in here that is 280 milliamp hours. So in the high mode, it'll run for an hour. At 38 lumens, it'll run for 4 hours. For 1 lumen, you can let it run for 60 hours. The other beauty about this battery is it's got a 1-year shelf life. So if you charge this thing up fully, you can let it sit for a year, and it'll still have power left for you to use it for a little while. So that's a really good thing. So what I would suggest, if you're going to use something like this to tuck away in your glove box or something in your car or some other place, recharge it every 6 months. And that way you're going to have lots and lots of life for it. Like I said, this is the Tiny. With the gray on gray lettering, it's kind of hard to read that. It comes in a whole bunch of different colors. And of course, it comes in that copper. And you can get it in stainless steel. The stainless steel colors are really, really cool. It's like a multicolor kind of funky paint job that they have. How much is this going to cost you? I'll give you Canadian and American prices. The Canadian prices are around $30. No, that's the American prices. Canadian dollars is around $42 at Amazon.ca. The American prices, it's right around $30. I would suggest, though, that's at Amazon. I would suggest that you go to White Mountain Knives. There it's $30.95, but I've got a coupon code for them. And yes, this time I really do have a coupon code. I messed up with that other store that I mentioned the other day. I had an affiliate link with them, but with these guys, I've got a coupon code with White Mountain Knives. You can get 10% off, and then it's cheaper than it is at Amazon. And White Mountain Knives does free shipping, so definitely this will come to Canada. I got a package from White Mountain Knives yesterday of some knives mailed directly from White Mountain Knives in the United States, and it came through to Canada, no problem at all. What other information did I skip over maybe? You might be curious to know that this has the Cree XP-G2 S3 LED chip in here. The Cree chips are really good. They have a really good track record. And so there you go. That pretty much covers this whole thing. If you're looking for a small LED flashlight, you can grab one of these guys and make it work for you. How small is it? It's smaller than a lighter. And it's quite a bit smaller than the other unit. So here's the tip. The tip you can also get in several different modes as well, but they're always this same physical size. So less lumens and bigger. Or you can get the thumb, which is even longer. It's a little bit thinner than the tip. Well, it's about the same, actually. Yeah, they're about the same thickness. So this is the order that they were made in. You know, the thumb was made a while back, and then they came out with, you know, the tip, and now they've got the tiny. And so they keep getting smaller and more powerful all the time. So Nitecore has got it happening. They know what they're doing, and they keep doing a good job. IP54 rating, which means it's splash proof. Don't go dunking it in water, but you know, if you keep it on your keychain and don't dunk it in water, it'll be good. If you do dunk it in water, you know, take it out right away and then open up the vents here, or the charge port and everything, and you know, set it in the air to dry. It's got Torx screws. You can undo the body to air it out, let it dry out, and it'll probably work. So there you go. Not a bad price, easy to find, and I suggest you go to White Mountain Knives. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And remember, guys, whatever you find to do, do the best you can.